We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. It's August 31st. It's 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners here, and we're one day away from WVU crushing pit. Okay, we have the call to order. We now have consents and approval.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 5 requests to create new tax statements for $8,653.11, 36 exonerations for $30,579.92, minutes for August 24th, 2022, vouchers, General County, 165, 894.06, 911, 643.28, Chestnut Ridge Park, 3,072.74, Camp Muffley, $7,924.77, Mason-Dixon Park, $27,056.33, Mon County Center, $127.55, Recreation Levy, $3,438.55, reallocated coal, $7,550, Assessor's Valuation, $5,474.33, Purchasing Card Vouchers, General County Fund, $10,935.64, 911, $869.29, Mon County Center, $434.07, for a voucher total of $233,420.61. We have budget revisions that require state approval for general fund, for Ag Agent, Planning Commission, and community centers. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website, and fiduciary orders for August 31st, 2022.
Move to approve consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have no separate fiduciaries, I noticed. Okay. Introduction of new employees. Sheriff Perry Palmer, Mr. Cole French, Deputy Sheriff full-time.
Hallelujah.
I agree.
Today I'm presenting Cole French, who will be starting as a deputy sheriff tomorrow, September 1st, at a starting salary of $4,066.67 per month with full benefits. His paperwork's been put into the academy, and hopefully we can get him in January.
Great.
Move to approve personnel as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Welcome and thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, yes.
Be safe.
Yeah. Any other introduction? Okay. Seeing none, at this time we will have comments from the public. Any person can come down, state your name, address, and feel free to discuss how we can help you.
My name is Erica Martin. I live at 313 Sonoma Way, Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm here to talk today about some problems that are happening in the Monongalia County schools.
Erica,
thank you.
can I ask you to just talk up a little louder?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
thanks.
Thank you, or pull the mic up. There you go.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So I'm here to talk about what's happening in the Monongalia schools. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Will you please express my concerns to the Monongalia County School Board members and Superintendent Eddie Campbell about my concerns? I have already expressed my views to Ron Lytle, Mike Kelly, Nancy Walker, and the other 2 new board members, but none of them have responded. They continue to ignore my concerns, so that's why I'm here. My question is, why are government employees, such as educators, expressing their controversial views and political views in public spaces? Why are educators in the Monongalia school system displaying gay pride symbols and stickers on classroom doors and hanging up gay pride flags with the added stripes of black and brown on these flags in the classrooms, which are in the public spaces and schools should be neutral, classrooms should be neutral, that every child feels welcome and comfortable. No child should be offended while they're in school throughout the school day. Several of the schools in the county, including my son's school, Morgantown High School, have these gay pride flags with the added brown and black stripes added on them, displayed, showing what the picture looks like. So these black and brown stripes you see were added. These are offensive to black people and brown people, and here's why. We are not represented by this flag. This flag represents, it's not the flag anymore, okay? That's the gay pride flag. our community is not represented by that. Our community, we're American citizens, just like all of you. The white stripe on the flag, if you notice, does not represent white people. It represents the transsexual community. We don't belong on this flag. We're represented by Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Katherine Johnson, Frederick Douglass. That's who represents us. We're not represented by this lifestyle that they're trying to put us a part of. They're giving the students the wrong impression. That's not who we are. When they have it in the class, the kids think that's what we are. No, we're not that. We're American community citizens. That's who we are. I am glad that the LGBT community is more accepted today than ever before and not being discriminated against like they did, like when I was a kid. I'm glad that's changed. However, these flags are offensive and should not be displayed in the government school buildings. If students wanted to form a straight club, they could. But then the gay students are also allowed to form a club, and that's great. That's equality. But when Dr. Campbell decided to permit this type of flag in the schools, because there's no diversity on the school board, they didn't know. Maybe they were trying to be inclusive, but it backfired. They didn't know that these stripes don't represent us, and we don't want to be represented by the LGBT lifestyle. We want to be represented in a different way as American citizens by the people that I mentioned, like Dr. Martin Luther King. These flags are allowed to be displayed, but Dr. Campbell prohibits the Black Lives Matter from being displayed in the school. Why is one group of students, such as the LGBTQ students, more important than other students, like the black and brown students? This is not equality. This is bad. Mon County's policy states that they don't discriminate against race, color, religion, nationality, gender, the child's sexual preference. That transgender kids are not, or people with disability, they don't discriminate. This is their statement. This is inclusive. So why isn't this statement just simply put on every classroom door, rather than putting rainbow stickers and these flags that offend a group of students? This is not right. Every child should be able to feel comfortable, not just a select group. We know that being LGBT is a lifestyle. Being black and brown is genetic. Me, my child, we have this beautiful brown skin because of our DNA, because of our genetics. There is no gene on the human chromosome for LGBTQ. Not. That's a lifestyle. It's a social construct. So every child should feel accepted and important, even if the child is straight, LGBTQ, black, or brown. When the teacher was telling the children that boys and men can transform into women and girls, and vice versa, my son spoke up because he has a scientific mind. And he said, no, this can't happen. You can't change your chromosomes. He said you can change your outer appearance, but you can't change what's inside, your DNA, your chromosomes. She told my son he was being disrespectful, and insulting, and he became stigmatized and ridiculed for just speaking up and speaking scientific facts and biological truths. Why are teachers doing this to children? What's going on? When I was a kid, the truth mattered. But now the teachers are going to teach the kids something that's not the truth anymore. You just can't change. And my 13-year-old said this, and he was put down and shut down for speaking facts. What's wrong with our society today? So every child, like I said, should be accepted. The white stripe on the flag, like I said, does not even represent the white community. It represents the transgender. You know, the gay pride flag excludes a lot of groups of people. They say it's inclusive, but it all backfired because there's no diversity on the school board, and they didn't know that this was going to offend a group. In Rochester, Minnesota, the principal wanted to show inclusiveness for all the different religions at the holiday season. When they put a Hanukkah flag out, a parent was so offensive, within 36 hours, the school board acted and removed the flag. But this school board will not respond to me. They won't do anything. They won't act. They just keep ignoring. You know, why do they allow this flag, but they won't allow a Black Lives Matter flag? It's prohibited. Or Back the Blue flag, you know, who save our lives every day. Blue Lives Matter flag, Jewish flags, Muslim flags. Why not just keep the classroom neutral so every child feels comfortable? Like, why do the teachers, the government employees, why do they even have to express their political and controversial views in the classroom? Well, they say, well, we have a gay club, and that teacher, one of the teachers in charge of the gay club. Well, that's fine. When it's gay club time, bring out the flags. But when it's school time, let the children just be neutral and just learn, because they don't need this. And then some of the kids say, well, we don't feel comfortable going into a class that doesn't have the flag. Well, there's just a few teachers with the flags. The majority of them don't. So that means that the kids don't feel comfortable in the majority of Monongalia classrooms because there's no flag and no stickers on their front door. Something's wrong. Maybe they need to just go back and just let every teacher know, make every child feel comfortable. You don't have to display a flag to make every child feel comfortable. The statement itself is inclusive. Their policy statement is inclusive. So why do you need to have this flag that's offending one group of students just to make another group happy, but it's offending someone else? Just make it neutral. Just let every classroom make every child feel comfortable. And I don't have anything at all against the gay community at all. But what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your passion. We won't respond yet, but at the end, if someone wants to respond and the meeting isn't long, we will respond, okay? Thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to speak? Okay. Colleen, grants. We have no grants. Okay, we have a number of letters of correspondence. First one is your community foundation.
It's just a thank you to the commission regarding the impact grant.
Would you read that, please?
Dear Commissioners, we are writing today on behalf of the entire YCF Board of Directors, the organizations we serve, and most importantly, the countless Monongalia County residents who will ultimately be the beneficiaries of your incredible donation of $300,000. This gift establishes the Monongalia County Impact Fund, which will enable YCF to support many of the numerous grant requests we receive from Monongalia County organizations every year. The Monongalia County Impact Fund will exist in perpetuity, and YCF is proud to have the fund name tied to the county in this permanent and prominent way. Please know we will do all within our power as a staff and board to be exceptional stewards of the funds you have so generously invested with us. We also want to acknowledge your leadership as well as your gift, this remarkable commitment. Your demonstration of confidence in the good work we do and the publicity it generated truly set the example for others to follow. We could have not asked for more, and for that we are deeply grateful. The Commission's donation was exactly the boost our $1 million match campaign needed at precisely the right time. We are pleased to report that since our last meeting we have secured an additional $60,000 in commitments. Over the next month we will announce our total funds raised now stands at more than $700,000. We are proud to partner with the Monongalia County Commission in multiple ways over the years to make our community stronger, and we look forward to a long, effective, and productive working partnership going forward. Again, for all you do for YCF and Monongalia County, we extend our most sincere thanks. Sincerely, Patty Showers Ryan, President, and Martin Howe, Board Chair.
Thank you.
Renee.
I think we have some other correspondence.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a letter of thanks from the Route 2 I-68 Authority for the $4,000 contribution.
Okay.
And then we also have a couple of letters. One actually was sent to us yesterday from the Department of Highways. This is regarding State Project T6317615.16. Federal Project Harmony Grove Interchange. They are having a public meeting via Google Meets on September 8th at 2 o'clock. This is a scoping meeting.
Yes.
It's about the environmental assessment. And we've got a link. If anybody would like to participate, we have a link. Just let me know and I can get you the link.
And I think our MMPO director was contacted too to participate in this meeting,
Right.
along with the developers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did
Which
forward
is a
that
good
on to
sign.
Glenn
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
Yeah, which is a good sign that they were moving forward on it.
I also have the letters that were, it was a joint letter signed by many entities, including the Morgantown Utility Board, the Commission, Milan Park, the Board of Education, Morgantown Area Partnership, Westridge, and the Visit Mountaineer Country Convention and Visitors Bureau. These are letters of support that went to Mitch Carmichael, West Virginia Department of Economic Development, Chelsea Ruby, West Virginia Department of Tourism, and the last one to James Bailey, West Virginia Department of Commerce. And these were all letters of support for the grant application, the Ijdc
Right.
grant that the Morgantown Utility Board submitted.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay.
If you all have anything else.
Do you have anything?
One, I want to note that Assistant City Manager Emily Lazzarella sent us a note last week thanking the commissioners and staff for use of the chambers for their regular meetings. One thing I noted that Emily had said in her message is being able to have use of the executive session room, conference room, nearby parking and space for storage has been a huge help. Has also given the city some ideas of things to work into our remodeling program. So they're taking best practices from what we do and factoring that into their project. And I have one others that I just sent you, Tom. This is a highways report.
Yes.
It's just all the weeds growing up in the sidewalks on state roads, and this is just 2 roads. This is Collins Ferry, Burroughs, and actually bottom of Van Voorhis. There's one where I actually sent you a picture where I don't know how the drain could be working because it's covered up. Yeah, you can see the drain
Yeah.
with weeds growing up through it. So I don't even know how that's a fully functional storm drain if it's got that much weed. So if you could forward that on.
Sure,
to them.
I definitely will.
I mean, it just is people coming into our community for in the next couple of weeks for football games and stuff. It's really just kind of an embarrassment that we don't.
And you had asked before, and I had submitted about 705 Star City Bridge, and I did refer those. And
Yeah, they cut them and they don't look great, but
Yeah, they
it's
cut
still they've got a long way to go.
Yes.
And I had a business owner contact me about a drainage issue in no man's land in between City of Morgantown and Star City.
Oh, yeah.
It's on a state road, so I'll
Okay.
get you that information to forward along to state DOH as well, please.
And I do want to give DOH credit. Every time we send something, we get a response immediately. So I do want to thank DOH for responding as quickly, and I'll make that public. Thank you. Okay, new business, since we never have unfinished business. New business, first one. Consider for approval the subdivision settlement participation form pursuant to the Distributors West Virginia Subdivision Settlement Agreement, West Virginia MLP opioid settlement.
Move that we approve the settlement agreement as presented.
Second? Oh, go ahead.
Second.
All those, any discussion, or it's just,
Oh, it's like 100 and something pages of documentation, but there's a lot of things to still work out. I note that all our municipalities and the county will be getting money from this settlement. Again, just making a wild calculation regarding out of the 387 million. It looks like we'll probably get about 5.8 from the county, but these are obviously in the next couple of weeks we should be talking about ways that we can use these dollars to combat the overdose opioid issues in our community. And it's kind of coincidental, today is National, or actually International Overdose Awareness Day. So it's coincidental that we're talking about this.
But it is to be noted that there are specific
I was gonna say.
items in the settlement agreement that those have to be
Used
used
for.
specific
Yeah.
programs, specific,
That's what I was just saying.
yeah.
And that's where we have to get the particulars on the specificity of how it can be used, but that's what we'll be looking at. Okay, thank you. It's been moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Consideration to approve requisition number 10 for the University Town Center Series 2020 Property Tax District Administrative Expense Fund.
Move to approve requisition 10 as presented.
Second.
Properly moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And how much is that for?
$1,581.25.
Okay. And finally, consideration to approve requisition number 66 for the University Town Center Excise Tax District Administrative Expense Fund.
Move to approve requisition 66 as presented.
What's the amount of this one?
$7,562.50.
Second.
Okay, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do we have any other new business? Either the commissioners on the, okay. We will go to reports from any elected officials.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
oh, yeah.
Okay, so the MPO is in the process of submitting a grant application to the Safe Streets and Roads for All program. It's a federal grant program through the Department of Transportation. They have asked for a letter of support for the grant application. The commission he's sent us a draft. I tweaked it a little bit, but it's ready for signature if you all approve it.
Move to approve the letter as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And he needed it by September 1st, so
Right.
that's why
That's why we had it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, any reports from elected officials? No one sees that. Okay. Reports from county commissioner. Sean? Okay.
It's been actually a light week of meetings since the last meeting. Last Thursday, Milan Park Foundation in Westridge did meet to discuss those letters of support for the Ijdc grants. In a conversation with Speaker Hanshaw when he was in for Joe Statler's fundraiser, Mark Nesselrode had Speaker Hanshaw had suggested that we write these letters to help those grants because he had asked them about, you know, how anything that we can do to push those forward. So that's why we met to discuss those. And then I appreciate Megan on Ryan Lynch's staff who pulled the letters together in a couple days, and we got those off. So hopefully those will be helpful. In the afternoon, we had our final meeting of our bid proposal team for an event that we're trying to bring to the area, so we should be able to announce that soon. Friday, I had the first broadband tag up from our consultants, which they're going to start providing me weekly reports on where they are with Ring 11 and as we proceed forward, and where we are with the grant possibilities. Other than that, this week's been a slow week. A very needed slow week, but that's all I have. Oh, and I want to say, Miss Martin, thank you for coming in. Obviously, we're not the school board. We don't control the school board, but our public session is here for people to express concerns about anything, and we're here to listen. We do talk a lot with the school board, and we'll relay your concerns to them. Again, we don't control them, and we stay in our own lane, and we don't tell them what to do, but you're certainly welcome to come here and express your concerns in an open meeting, and that's what it's here for. So thank you for coming. I assume this is one of your other sons? Okay, well, thank you for coming too. I was going to say your other son you were talking about in school wouldn't be here because he's in school, but yeah. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate when people come in. Again, we can't always act, but the press is here. They may ask you questions, and again, we'll relay your concerns. Thank you.
Appreciate that because they won't respond to me, but they may respond to you if you express my concerns.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just I was very excited to hear that YCF is 70% of the way to their goal for their fundraising campaign, that the matching program. I was really excited to see Taylor County expressing an intent to contribute to that fund as well as we have. And then a big congratulations and a big thank you to Tim Fitchett and Carlos Goss, who are our litter control officer. Tim is retiring, as is our facilities director, Carlos Goss, retiring. So we wish them well in their retirement and thank them for their many years of service. So.
Mine is very light too. I was, both my wife and I received the COVID ferry, and fortunately we are now negative. And again, it is apparent and in the community, so I strongly recommend people just be very careful, keep washing up and be safe, be very careful and mindful of other individuals. Mrs. Martin, what I was going to ask the other commissioners, what we're going to do, if it's okay, we will not only send a letter, but also make them aware of your presentation, so they can see your presentation. So they will get your presentation from us. We do appreciate your passion. It is a very difficult pathway to find right now, being a guidance counselor for 34 years, because you want to incorporate and make everyone inclusive, and you don't want to keep anyone out. And I will be honest with you, when I looked at that flat, I did not know that. That was something I just didn't know and made me aware of it. So we will pass that information on, and hopefully we can get it resolved. My only concern of this whole issue is that I believe everyone should have a right to speak up, and they shouldn't be chastised. And hopefully that will be dealt with in a proper manner. So again, we are sorry for that to happen. Do I have a motion to
Adjourn? So moved.
Second.
motion to adjourn? And please be careful tomorrow night watching the ball game.